The Ultimatum South Africa has officially hit our screens on Netflix. And you know what? I can't wait to review this series or whatever you want to call it. I can't wait to review it with you guys. But this video, I'm just going to be introducing the couples so that as we break down the videos, you know exactly who we are talking about. So our first couple is Tabi and Genesis. Tabi is the girl, Genesis is the guy. I don't know why they put the names like that on the photo. But anyway, they've been together for 7 years and Tabi issued the ultimatum. She issued the ultimatum because she says that 7 years is more than enough years for a guy to decide whether he should put a ring on it or not. And Genesis is reasoning for why he feels like he's not ready for marriage as yet is because he says, as black people, black women's families have really high expectations, and he feels like financially he's not where he should be in order for him to pop the question because guys, amalobola and our second couple is Kanya and Gateko. Kanya being the girl, Gateko being the guy, and they've been together for 1 year. Kanya issued the ultimatum because Kanya wants to settle down and DM, and Ungateko, he basically says he's not ready to take Kanya off the shelf. And you know what? Quite frankly, I don't think Nkateko should take Kanya off the shelf. She should remain on the shelf, you guys. But as we progress in like me explaining these episodes and giving my commentary on, you're going to understand why I'm saying Kanya doesn't, she must just sit there on the shelf. She must sit there on the shelf. Next couple is Ruth and Isaac. Ruth being the girl, obviously. Isaac being the guy. They've been together for 2 years. And can you believe it, guys? Ruth says she's never met no family member of his, no friends of his, and she is not allowed to call him at certain times. She's only allowed to text. So I don't know why Ruth is even giving an ultimatum to a guy. Like, why she even wants to go that extra mile of marrying a guy where he's not even introduced her to any of his family in these 2 years. So she issued the ultimatum because she feels like 2 years is a long time and she's ready to take that step. And Isaac is quite a calculative guy. He's like, there's so many things you need to think about before making the decision of marrying a person. Our next couple is Leu and Nola. Leu being the girl, Nola being the guy, and they've been together for 1.5 years. Leu issued the ultimatum because she's just those girls that, they're not looking at playing around. They just want to settle. They're not going to date you for a long time. They want to settle. She is head over heels over her boyfriend, Nola. But you know what? Nola is a typical South African, or is it typical? He represents most of South African guys. He is for the streets. He's for the streets. He flirts a lot. And I can't even remember what was his reasoning of why he doesn't even want to settle down with Leu, because he said that Leu's like, she's marriage material. She's the type of girl that, she will stick with you. She's loyal to you. So I really don't know, like, why this guy doesn't want to marry her. But quite frankly, this guy is just for the streets. And according to me, he just wants to enjoy his life while having Leu on his side. So he wants the best of both worlds. Next is Courtney and Aiden. Courtney being the girl, Aiden being the guy. They've been together for 7 years, and Courtney issued the ultimatum because 7 years is a long time and she's ready to lock it down. Aiden doesn't really have like a real reason of why he's not ready to go into marriage, except that he's just an indecisive person. He just can't come to a decision of like marrying her. He says he's those type of guys that's like, no, it's better to date a person because when you guys break up, it's easier to break off stuff than when you're married and going through the process of divorce and the fights and all of that. So he's indecisive in a sense that he always thinks like the worst case scenario. And I guess He's just afraid of marriage, you guys. And our last couple, but not least, is Sizakele and Lindy. Sizakele being the girl, Lindy being the guy. They've been together for just 6 months, you guys. And people are just like, come on, like 6 months, like what ultimatum are you issuing? But Lindy, who is the guy, he's the one who actually issued the ultimatum to Sizakele. And you know what? All I'm going to say is that I love me a guy who knows what he wants. When a person knows what they want, guys, they're not gonna, first of all, these two people were friends first. So by the time they've only been dating for 6 months, but they were friends first. So he knows, like when he dated her, he knew what he's getting himself into because they were friends first. So I love me a guy that, is not going to waste time. He knows what he wants and is going to go after what he wants. And that's clearly what he's doing. Usizagelu on the other side, she just feels like she's just not ready for marriage, but she doesn't really give any specific reasons of why she's not ready for marriage. But you guys, like, stay tuned because the flames that's gonna be happening on like, hey guys, like put South Africans in anything. South Africans will not disappoint with drama. That's one thing for sure. But anyway, please do make sure that you like the video. Please do also subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge because I will be keeping you updated with each and every episode.